You can't say you're on the way back because the car's not moving.
Oh,
Let's pretend we're driving now.
yeah, you could just pop up and down.
Ready to go? All right, it's Dan Watt here with Okkervil River. It's bumpy roads here. We're heading back from Bendigo to the city.
Yeah, we're driving back
Melbourne.
to Melbourne right now as
3
we
hour
speak.
drive.
It's been a dangerous drive. There's a lot of people on the road, and it makes me kind of nervous, but you know.
Now, Travis and Will, you have a good relationship with rural Australia. You played the Meredith Music Festival previously, and I heard you really enjoyed it.
Meredith was probably my favorite festival that we ever did. you know?
I agree with you. I think that's actually my most favorite music festival
Yeah.
I've ever played.
Okay. I mean, today though, here you had a pretty beautiful sort of sparkling.
It's true. This was our best Groovin the Moo set. We
Okay.
did 3 of them. I think there are only 3 of the shows.
Yeah.
And the other ones were a little bit, hit and miss.
Yeah.
In a variety of reasons. This one was everything I felt really, really
Yeah,
great
cool.
about. And the
Well-
audience was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that now I'm not being obsequious here, but I think that particularly your lyrics and your song construction really empathizes with people. And I mean, I think the way I've read into stage names and the stand-ins is that you're basically saying, well, I feel as though you're saying we've all got roles in life, and those roles are very beautiful. No role is better than another role.
Well, I think that's a great
Yeah.
statement. I
Yeah.
totally,
Yeah.
I totally agree with you about that. I mean, I think there's a lot of different things that go into that record, but I definitely feel that way.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I was just telling Will today. It's like back at home, I bartend, and a customer came in and recognized me being in Okkervil and made fun of me for still having to bartend. And
Yeah.
I thought there was something really nice, the fact that I
Yeah.
still work like a real job, and I mean, I like my job, and I like both my jobs. They're
Yeah, I mean, you don't want your favorite band to just be a band and just hang out with band people. You want them to be real people because you relate to their music, so you want to be able to relate to them personally.
Yeah, and you don't want to feel like they look down on you. I also, though, think that there's something about pop music where it really does lend itself to identifying with the singer, so that even if a singer is saying, like, you're an idiot, the audience is thinking, I'm totally on the side of the singer and this idiot that they're singing about.
Yeah.
I've known
Yeah.
lots of idiots in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of a strange, messed up thing, but it's actually kind of neat because you can it leaves a lot of room open to take your audience really seriously.
Yeah.
Because the audience we always had this thought that, like, you take a song like Pop Lie, that's like, it's kind of making fun of an audience, but it's not really making fun of the actual audience of the song, because it's assuming that the audience knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The audience is fully aware and complicit in this and sophisticated, a very sophisticated audience. So.
Well, you hear it time and time again. Don't take life too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like one day you'll be making the jokes, and the next day you'll be the butt of the joke. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
you guys have had some mistakes on stage where where you are professional musicians, but sometimes things just don't go your way.
Yeah.
Then other days, like today, you have the crowd's undivided attention.
Yeah.
One minute you can be on top of the world, and the next minute you can be on the bottom.
We've always enjoyed shows that. We were just talking about this on the way over.
Yeah.
Trav and I both kind of have a part of us that enjoys like a shitty show every now and then. So it's sort of like keeps you humble, but it's also like very funny in hindsight.
or definitely a good challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get misbilled and put on a bill at a festival opening up for like a hip hop band, and I mean, we love hip hop, but their fans probably not huge fans of ours. So it's a big challenge.
It sort of depends, but yeah.
It does depend, but it's fun to, I mean, it's great when the crowd's on your side. It makes it easy to play, but sometimes it's nice to have to like work out and prove that you can still play music. It's sometimes nice to have people boo you.
Yeah.
It makes you have to work harder and realize that you're not the king of the world.
And there's a lot of people out there encouraging especially when you get to a certain level of success, there's a lot of people encouraging you to think that you're completely awesome and incredible and everything you do is incredible, and giving you a lot of deference and tolerating kind of bad behavior even. And it's nice to have something like at Coachella when I fell off the stage in a very clumsy, clownish way.
What year was that?
That was this year. That was like last month.
Yeah, it was like a few weeks ago. Actually.
Have
Look
you?
at that. Look at that guy.
No way.
Border
Nate
crossing.
Kelly. That's what it's supposed to be, I think. Have you YouTube?
We're going so fast. I can't believe
Yeah,
we're
wow.
able to see that guy.
He's running really fast.
Yeah.
And I'll get the camera.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Okay, so have you YouTubed Will Chef falling off the stage at Coachella?
Oh, it's hilarious. There's a couple of videos of it.
Oh,
and the
really?
thing is that when something like that happens to you, it's nice because it reminds you that you're essentially a clown. And I think generally that's a good thing to think about yourself, but especially rock and roll, there's a lot of overly precious, overly self-important people. You know, it sort of encourages you to feel that way, but you need to remember that as a performer, especially for me, I feel this way, as a front man, my job is somewhere along the lines of a clown or a stripper.
Yeah.
It's not really the job of an author.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more
yeah.
it's more a clownish role.
Yeah.
And it should be, because rock and roll's unpretentious. You know
It's
what I mean?
fun.
Well, and we're, you know, everything that goes up must come down. Like, you're gonna have embarrassing moments if you're also gonna have like a, you know, cool moments where you
true.
do something really special on stage. Because I mean, I've done things accidentally that people were like, "That was amazing," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Really?" Because I didn't try to. That was just
Even
a
when I
mistake,
fell,
like-
some people thought I did it on purpose. You have to expose yourself to embarrassment if you're gonna have a truly great moment, you know.
It's at least you didn't rip your pants open.
No, I did rip my pants open. That
Oh,
was
that's
that
right.
same time. Oh, hold on. Our tour manager is asking for the key. He's running really fast.
Yeah,
next
whoa.
to the van.
No, he's on a
I
hoverboard
can't
from Back to the
believe
Future too. All right, guys. So we're just gonna quickly wrap it up by talking about your experience at. It's the wrong key.
You have a car key?
Oh, wrong key.
How does he do that?
Sorry, that's
alright.
it's not gonna work very
There
well
we
in the
go.
car.
There we
you
go. He's got powerful legs.
Okay, now,
He plays footy.
Yeah, exactly.
now, Will, you're from New Hampshire, but you moved to Texas.
New
and you-
Hampshire. It
New
looks
Hampshire.
quite a bit like this stock photo right here. This photo was
fall.
taken in England in front of a wall, but somehow you guys put this delightful picture. It looks like a Maxfield Parish scene. I'm going to believe that it's New Hampshire. Just think of me in this scene. Take out all these other guys. I don't know who they are. Just feeling serene and happy in New Hampshire.
You need
Yes.
a little bluebird on your shoulder, telling you
Yeah.
what a beautiful day it is. Now, you guys, South by Southwest. What's it like going there as locals? Are you a bit pissed off that everyone's invading your town, or do you?
Yes.
Yes,
A little bit, yeah.
a little bit.
I mean, Austin's great, and it's a great music festival, but they pump in 50,000 people that aren't from there, and these days it's not. You know, it's music execs, and that's cool. And a lot of bands think they're gonna get signed and all that, and that's really a rarity. So you just get a bunch of people that are kind of think they're better than you. I mean, here's a good example. Last year, I went to my favorite local bar that does not actually have bands play. It's not a part of South by Southwest. And there was a line out front, and I thought people were just like smoking cigarettes. I like walked past the line, and then everyone's like, "Get back in line," and I'm like, "For what?" And
Yeah.
it's like to get in the pub, and I'm like,
Where was that?
At Lovejoy's, and I'm like,
weird.
"Are you like?" I just wanted to have a beer. Like, this is where I go to have beers, and I couldn't even get into
Yeah.
like my own like pub, and it's like people in front of me like pushing me out of the way, and I'm like, "You don't even live here, man."
Yeah, yeah.
I've lived here for 10 years. Like,
That's the worst. Going to your local place and there's like a huge line, you can't sit down, and you're like crossing town, and you're like, man, I just want to go.
you get
like,
caught in traffic.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately, it's a great music festival. It really is. I mean, we've been to a lot of them. It's you know, I'm sure everyone probably feels that way about if there's a music festival in their town. It probably gets
Yeah.
frustrating
Yeah.
when they ship
Yeah.
people in. So
Now, finally, you got to perform publicly with Rocky Erickson.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys, you're working as his backing band.
We're working on a record, a new Rocky Erickson record with Okkervil as the band. Yeah.
Now, what I mean, he's a Texan,
Mm-hmm.
and vicissitudes of the ups and downs of life, and he had some pretty severe ups and downs.
Oh my God, it's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who was busted with dope, wasn't he, in 1965 or something?
He was busted with one joint, and
Yeah,
they
small
sent him
amount.
to a hospital
Marijuana.
for the criminally insane with rapists and murderers and pedophiles for 2 years. He
Yeah.
was there, and they gave him shock treatment. And
Yeah.
it was. It's a pretty heavy life story, but equally heavy in a positive way is the fact that he had a miraculous recovery. It's not miraculous in that you can never take back
Trauma,
back
yeah.
what happened to someone, and everyone is walking around damaged by certain things that happened to them. But at the same time, Rocky has shown such a resiliency as a human. It's kind of unbelievable. It's like this real story that seems like it's out of a movie, but then you meet him and you see that it's real. It's very disarming and humbling to see that something like that.
So it's like a movie, or maybe not.
Very few things in life are like a movie, but that is. I was in the airport in Wellington, and they had some book that was called like "Life Is Not a Commercial." It was some self-help book,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh wow, that's the same sentiment in a self-help context.
All right. Well, look, it's been damn what with my favourite narrative songwriter right here,
Oh, thank you so much.
and my favourite drummer over there,
Like just over there, like in the US, or just
Standing
over-
outside.
Okkervil River,
That
amazing
guy in the
band.